this is probably the most important thing I'm going to say on this interview. So listen up if you're not listening. The important part is that we ask for advice every single day to people with no context.
Right.
So a couple of weeks ago, I went to a coffee shop and met a guy, and we were talking, and I said, hey, Robin and I are thinking about buying a condo down in Florida. It's kind of cold in the winter in Nashville, and I think we want to spend the winters in South Florida. And I said, do you think it'd be a good idea? I was setting him up, John. I'm just going to be honest.
I was going to say, this is someone you just met.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's somebody that I knew, but I didn't know intimately. I knew him. He knew me, right?
Okay.
And so he wanted to meet with me, so I did. He was coming through Nashville.
Yep.
And he said, yeah, Big A, I think that'll be good. I said, well, this condo cost $1 million, and I think I want it. And he goes, yeah, I think you should. You've owned all these businesses, and I'm sure you can afford it. And yeah, I think it'd be good. Now, this is a smart businessman. This guy runs a big company.
Right.
And so I said, well, let me back up. I said, you've never met Robin. You have never met Brooke and Holly. You don't know any of my grandchildren. You don't know my past. You don't know my vision. You don't know my Achilles heel. You don't know my superpowers. You don't know my blind spots. And you sure don't know anything about my finances. He said, no, I don't. I said, you really can't help me, can you? He said, no, Big A, I really can't. And I tell you that story for this reason. We ask people every single day that don't know any of that information. They don't have the data.
Right.
And then we go out and implement what they tell us to do, and we fail miserably, and we wonder why it didn't work. Yeah. See, in these mastermind groups, we know you intimately. You metaphorically unrobe in front of us. We know everything about you, including your propensity, your vision, your goals, your ambition, your history, your finances. And now when you ask me a question, I've got the data that will support my answer. And so if you're going to be in a group, we would love for you to be in Iron Sharpens Iron. But if you're going to be in a different group, just make certain that you're surrounding yourself with competent, capable people that align with your worldview, that align with your core values, because otherwise you're not going to take advice from them. And so you've got to do your homework and your due diligence on your end, and then be willing to be transparent, vulnerable, and authentic. And then your life will amazingly change.